I'm ready to answer questions about Guardians of the Galaxy Vol 3. Tom Lowe from the Low Quality channel. Yes. How do you think you performed with this movie? Yeah, we're really impressed with the result of this film. We think that everyone played their part really well. I would say Rocket had a standout performance, and as a result of that, we've been getting great reviews and the box office is tracking nicely. Congratulations. Thank you. Just quickly, going back to the title of the film, Guardians of the Galaxy Vol 3. Yes, the Vol. That stands for volleyball, right? No, it's volume in reference to the Awesome Mixtapes. Ah, that makes more sense. I was wondering why there was a lack of volleyball in the movie. Anyway, speaking of the Awesome Mix, one of the last songs in the movie was Dog Days Are Over. That's right, a personal favourite. Is that a nod to say that Cosmo will be killed off within the first 30 seconds of the next film? No, we don't use songs in a literal sense for these films. What do you mean by that? Well, we use the song No Sleep Till Brooklyn in a scene that doesn't take place in Brooklyn. If it was any other film, that song would only be used if there was a scene set in Brooklyn. Wasn't there another Chris Pratt movie released this year that also used that song? I don't know, I haven't seen the Super Mario Brothers movie. Yeah, that one. Wait, how'd you know it was that movie if you haven't seen it? No, I don't know. That's why I told you I haven't seen it. Fair enough. Now, there's been some complaints about James Gunn hiring his wife in all his projects. Is that a question? Well, I just wanted to know what your thoughts are on that. Sean Gunn, brother, no one complained. Nathan Fillion, friend, no one complained. Michael Rooker, friend, no one complained. Should I continue? Sure. Oh, well, those were the only 3 examples I had. But there are definitely more. And did people complain about them? Are you asking me? Sure. I don't think anyone complained. Exactly. Point taken. Can we talk about the mutated creatures on Counter-Earth? Which part? Was that a mutated panda or someone dressed up for Halloween? However you want to interpret it is up to you, mate. That's what you pay your ticket for. I usually get free tickets. Press, oh, I'm not wearing a badge, but press. Well, good for you, mate. I'm going to put down Halloween and then change it to mutated creature. It kind of looked like you set up Adam Warlock for a big role in this film, and I would have loved to have seen more of him. So what I can suggest for you then is that when it comes to home release, slow his scenes down to 0.25%, and then you get 4 times more Warlock. I was kind of more talking. Next question. Rocket, Drax, and Star-Lord all look to be dead at one point in this film. Do you think it would have been more emotional if at least one of them had been killed? Well, the thing about dying is that you no longer exist, which means we wouldn't be able to use those characters anymore. Half the cast in Infinity War died, and they all came back. No comment. Let's talk about Groot. Let's. At the end he said, I love you guys, which is different from the 3 words he usually speaks. Correct. Good. Now, was that just us as an audience being able to understand him? Well, that's how I interpreted it, but as I mentioned before, movies can be interpreted however you like. But like I mentioned, I don't pay for my tickets, so I need people like you to tell me how to feel. You feel like a room without a roof. Fantastic Four. Now, will he revert back to saying I am Groot in future movies? Well, we haven't made those films yet, so I'll let you know when they're released. Terrific. Are you able to explain why you've chosen to cast Linda Cardellini as Lila, Judy Greer as Warpig, and Tara Strong as Mainframe, just to name a few actors playing a second role in the MCU? Yeah, that's a great question. You see, we've made so many movies and shows set within our Marvel Cinematic Universe that we've just run out of actors to cast. So we're having to recast actors who already play one of our characters. Does that mean we'll be seeing Robert Downey Jr. again? We're currently in talks with Robert Downey Jr. to play Galactus, but he'll only come back if Tom Holland plays the Silver Surfer. Radical. Some people are saying this is the best MCU movie since Avengers Endgame. So do you regret not hanging on to James Gunn? Well, we're really happy for James and we wish him all the best over at DC. We here at Marvel want DC to succeed, and I'm sure DC wants us to succeed so that people keep watching superhero movies. That whole Marvel versus DC rivalry thing, that's really just an online fan thing. Like, yes, obviously we've made way better movies and we actually released the movies we announced, but I'm sure Black Adam 2 will be great. That sound means it's 52-second quick question time. Here we go. Does Kraglin really believe that Cosmo is a good girl? Yes. What was your favorite song in this awesome mix? Creep. Sorry, I was just asking. No, the song. Were you tempted to call the mutated turtle Michelangelo? We did off camera. Did Gamora reject Star-Lord because she has a thing for Diamond Face? Diamonds are a girl's best friend. Do you think the High Evolutionary yelled too much? No. Describe the plot using only emojis. Tree bird exploding head. What do you say to parents who are concerned about taking their child to see a movie with an F-bomb in it? Off. I will pass the message on to my daughter. Where did Mantis go to find herself? Somewhere. I understand that joke. Thank you. How long did it take for you to write the mid and post-credit scenes? 11 seconds. How many first kids did Drax adopt? All except for 3. Which 3? The ones he accidentally stepped on when dancing at the end. Who was the best dancer in that scene? Background extra number 12. No. 16. Will Star-Lord join the Avengers? Either that or BTS. How will he be able to pay for things on Earth? All his space money will be useless. Baskin Robbins. Korg and Groot are able to survive with just their heads. True. That wasn't the whole question. Oh, apologies. Continue. Will there be more characters in the future who will be able to survive with just their craniums? Well, 3 is the magic number, so we'll need at least one more. Was Dumbledore also with those creatures in that afterlife? It's over, Anakin!
I have the high ground.
Just one more question if I may? Please. If people wanted to see more of these post-movie press conferences, do you think the best thing for them to do is like, share, and subscribe? That is an excellent question, and I believe people should do all those things. Great. Oh, and just quickly, what is your favorite video game? Among Us. Yeah, I thought so.